Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Andy.
And this is the RB Project.
Hey, your face is in there.
We're good. Let's do this.
Alright, so we're going to go visit Joe today. Andy, what are we going to do?
We're going to check out his build. He's tearing it apart again this winter, making it better every year. We're also going to take his headlights out, take them apart, and we're going to fix the demon eyes that don't work, because I did the headlights, I've done them a couple times now.
So yeah, we're going to hit the road, and we'll see you there. Alright, we made it to Joe's, safe and sound, through a shit ton of traffic. It was miserable. Accidents, not fun. So we're here. We're going to go over Joe's build before we go in and look at his lights and try and get them sorted. So,
Let's
yeah.
check it out.
Joe.
This is Joe. What's good? So winter season is the best season. It's mod season, beard season. So far this winter, I put on my rear BBK. You can't see it on this side. It's not really BBK. It's just I guess
BBK, dude.
it's 370Z calipers and rotors on a 350Z. So this side's got no wheels on it, so you can see the goods. I needed two of my jack stands for some little things, so I got it leaning right now.
You had the front ones on last year, right, Joe?
Yep. I had the front ones on last summer. As you can see, we got no engine.
We ain't got no engines.
What are you
no
planning on
engine
running
in here.
with? Hopes and dreams?
Yeah, hopes and dreams.
Sounds like a good plan. Hopes and dreams are fast.
Right? Anyway, so took it out.
As a look at disappointment.
No.
What's a disappointment, Joe? What'd you do? What'd you do last year and why are you doing it again?
I built it last year, last fall, or last winter, January-ish. The whole thing, it burned oil like crazy. It's VQs. They burn oil like crazy. So
DEs.
yeah, whatever. They all shit. And just built it to build it. Built it. Did the forged pistons, stock bore forged pistons, stage 2 cams, oversized valves. I stayed with stock injectors. I was trying to save some money, so I got it together, got it tuned. Freaking, it was a strong car all year, but it still was using oil. It wasn't using nearly as much oil, but it was still blowing smoke. The compression was like 147 to 151, and it should be a little higher than that. So to address it all, decided to go with 20 over pistons this year.
Do it all over again.
So about a month ago, I tore it out. And here she is. It's off right now, getting, actually I just went and seen the cylinders get home today. Just waiting for main bearings, and clean up the heads, and it'll be all back together. Waiting for my injectors. I went with 440cc injectors this year, because the old ones were 14 years old, so.
Did you run in stock injectors last year?
Yeah, it was stock, yeah.
What'd you make for power?
258.
Before the original build.
Okay.
What were you making, do you know?
So I made 242 to the wheels with test pipes, intake, plenum spacer, and exhaust.
Bolt-ons.
Yeah. Then after the build, I made 258 to the wheels.
Ooh, that's a lot of money for 10 horsepower, bro.
Yeah, basically. But that goes goes with the compression being low.
Right.
We were hoping
you
for.
weren't getting what you were supposed to.
I mean, people. We were hoping for more than that. My buddy Greg Lind, he made very similar build as mine. Same headwork. He's on stock pistons. I was on a little higher compression pistons, he made 275 at the same dyno, same place, with his build. So I was expecting to make at least 275 to the wheels. Made 258, whatever. About a month later, I tested my compression. Noticed the compression was a little low. So whatever, beat the hell out of it. It was an awesome car all year, Hands down, it was super fun. Did what I needed to do. It was great. It had tons of torque. So I'm super excited for, to see what it can do healthy and strong, So I'm stoked on that. And with the bigger injectors, or I don't even know if the bigger injectors are necessary, just freaking newer injectors, 14 years old is 14 years old. They're not spraying how they did.
Exactly.
So with that, and then I got a 75 millimeter throttle body upgraded. The stock one is like 2 3/4. The 75 mil is 3-inch. So
A little more airflow.
Yeah, it's 2 7/8 or something like that. It's a little
Nice.
bigger, whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So with that and shit, man. Hopefully the damn thing will go. It should be done next month,
Put her back
early
together.
next month, and I'm gonna
I'll
have.
be ready for ice racing then.
Dude, I'm gonna drive it in the winter.
No
Heck
way.
yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna get it
So
in
sick.
just on dry day when it's dry outside. I'm gonna take this bitch out and put miles on it because I gotta make an appointment for a tune back in April again, and I want it to be ready again. Last year I had like 980 miles on it by the time it was tuned, so I want to be right around there again. I mean, I'm sure I will be able to easily, but
Nice.
I like to drive.
Interior?
Interior. I ain't got nothing different, but you know I got my harness bar from Soul Function.
So dark.
Yeah, it's super dark.
It's
Got
all
got Andy trying to mount me from behind. Obviously, you know all the shit's apart for because my transmission, everything's out with the engine not being in it. But other than that, yeah, we can open up the back. See, this is what you gotta think ahead when you're freaking taking your car apart for the winter time. I got the windows rolled down. Okay, so you gotta get in there, you know. I got a little. Oh. Well, I had a little. See, I got a little rag tied on there so it don't lock in there, so I can get the thing open.
Nice.
Yeah, I think ahead.
Did you already have a battery back here, or is that for subs?
That's for my subs.
Soul function bar.
Yeah, I got my.
Aftermarket seats. Harnesses.
Straight race car. So these are headlights I built for Joe. I built them, 2 winters ago, and he ran them. Oh, it was like 2 winters ago. 2 winters ago, right, Joe? Built them. We did the purple inside the chrome here. Put some LEDs in there. Got my Rushing logo. Got halos. This silver here matches his car. It's got the purple haze on it. It's hard to see with the light, right?
Yeah, you're good.
But
It's
last year,
It's violet. Okay.
Violet.
Yeah, violet.
Whatever.
Color of the car is violet.
It's not gray.
No.
Oh.
last winter I think we his turn signal went out, so we took them all apart, fixed that, got turn signals going, got them all back together at the Halo. And did you even get to drive with the Demonizer, or did they just go out again?
Nope. We went to turn them, plugged everything in, went to turn them on. Freaking, the thing started smoking.
We fixed them, and then you put them in later.
Yeah, okay.
You put them in down the road, right?
Yeah, let me go.
Going around. You put them
Yeah.
in down the road, and then you were like, bro.
Yeah, because I was driving around because I just had a fresh build, and I was trying to get some miles. Build. And I was trying to get some miles on it, and that's why I was driving around with no headlights, which ain't a big deal. I don't really care. I'll drive around in the daylight, but these are my blinkers, so I have to like use my hands, and I feel like an ass in the winter time using my hands. But I didn't use my hands. What are you talking about? It's a race car. But no.
So
All right.
then-
So what's the problem right now?
So right now,
do it.
the Demon Eye on this side, it's a little like
Well, we'll show
little
'em when we
computer chip looking thingy that has some LEDs on
get,
it.
show 'em when we get in there.
Yeah, and so basically that on this side is fried out.
So we're gonna take them all apart now, and maybe we'll see what's wrong. If not, we'll have to do testing and narrow it down, get the LEDs warranted, and probably pick up another day on putting them back together and making sure they work. But then probably.
So we took the caps off. Now it looks like we're undoing the back from the front.
Yeah,
Dude,
this
so what
is
are you
what
saying?
screws it to the lens.
Another thing that's really hard when you do these is you have to drill a hole through the housing, because the stock cap has this nice sweet little O-ring on there, right? And it's all sealed up. Same with the ballast. But
You have to drill a
you have to drill
hole.
a hole, and then it's like a mission to find a caulk that really works great. That's
That seals them.
silicone that I use at work.
So to open up these, we're going to put them in there
It's like making
and
Christmas
bake
cookies.
it.
Yeah, tis the season.
Car Park Christmas cookies. $2.75 for.
Anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes
That's all it needs.
for these headlights.
What's the average one?
I'd say that's average, but I'm just saying for these because I don't want you just sticking whatever you want in the oven.
So you kind of have to feel it out then, yeah.
Yeah, just do a little research. Someone's figured it out the hard way.
Okay.
Learn from their mistakes.
So they'll go in the oven and after you remove all the screws that he was removing earlier, you throw them in the oven, and then you can basically split them because it heats up the adhesive or glue that holds the lens to the back
all this
housing.
nastiness that has been on and off like 8 times. 5 minutes later.
Beep! Cookies are ready.
Dang! Them cookies dough.
Turn the beeper off.
I don't know how.
Push stop. It's an oven.
That's canceled. So now the first time you do this, is it going to come apart like that?
Yeah.
It will?
Well,
Hey guys, you didn't shut the beep off.
God damn it! Why do you have to hit cancel twice?
No, you gotta shut the timer. Took me a few months to figure it out.
Just a note, if it gets really hard, you probably didn't cook it long enough. Then you get to stick it back in and go for round 2.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to give her the goods here. Just don't break the plastic inside.
You take the bottom parts.
Oh, damn it. I need to get the...
See, I put these silica packets in there, like they have in shoe boxes. I like to buy Nikes. Boom, put them in there. Try to suck up some of that moistures, man. Moistures is the enemy.
Just don't eat it.
Usually this stuff, the first time you do these, take them apart. The glue that's in there is good enough to close them back up. You don't have to add any. Like I said, though, this is like the 5th time, so that's why we've added.
So the issue that we were having in these
Well,
was...
the LED wasn't even in there.
Well, besides the point, though, that LED board, the little one, that one, is what drives the Demon Eye then. So I assume that's because it can do multicolor and all that good stuff?
Yep.
RGB, it's called.
I'm trying to cheat. Trying not to take it all apart. Just get the parts I need out.
So on the front side, there's 2 screws that'll pop the whole projector off, but if you take that off, then you'll end up having to realign it. Am I...
So the front side just takes the lens off. I'm trying to avoid taking it off all the alignment points.
So that you don't have to redo that.
Right. But it's proving difficult. Don't record us looking like idiots down here, Wayne.
I may or may not be doing that already. This is what happens when you lose a screw.
Dude, I didn't lose the screw.
It's your screw, though.
I just want that to be known. Dang, dude.
So something happened where...
So we
Oh
found
yeah,
we
dude,
found
that
the
could have
problem.
been a fire.
We could have burnt Joe's car down.
That's why
Oh,
I
is
have.
that-
Let me rephrase, not we, you two could have.
I was burning his car. I was trying to get rid of it. He's really popular, and I'm just tired of it. So
I have a fire extinguisher.
So, what
get it all melted. This is bad.
So Demon Eye not working because
That.
plugs. Not.
Something happened where metal was touching the wires, and
It fried the
Just-
whole freaking wire. That's crazy.
it's gone. So
Need a new one.
we're gonna find a new one of these, and then we're gonna put this all back together later.
So you ended up pulling out the housing
Back
for
of the projector.
Back of the projector.
This is what the guts look like. This is the good stuff here.
And then I'll have sick ass demon eyes again. That'll make my MNI logo glow. Which is all I want.
The touchscreen?
You have to disregard the little bit of moisture in there, but there's a better view of the etching.
Yeah, and the moisture's just from the oven.
Etching done by Upscale Designs.
All right, Joe. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Joe. I'm just an average Joe, man. Joe DeLeon. I make houses pretty by the day, and I work on my car by the night, I guess. Not really. I don't know. I help run Minnesota Nissan Infinity. I try to be a race car driver. I don't know if I'm any good.
You are.
A little
You got
bit.
trophies.
I try.
You got trophies.
It's fun. It's fucking. I got the bug. I try to be helpful to people when they need, like, have questions with their cars, and fellow Z people. I love my Z people. Try to help them out. Try to help out. Just try to be helpful, man, to the community. I feel like we got a good thing up here in Minnesota, and fucking, Ain't no sense of being an ass, really.
Nope.
Amen.
Do suspension installs.
Yeah, I do all kinds of suspension installs. That's fun. It's, I don't know, it helps pay for some of this shit.
Yep.
Because clearly it's, fuck, a mess.
Would some call you like maybe like a photo whore?
I guess Andy would. Thank you.
I just gotta point that out.
He doesn't mean that he takes pictures. He likes pictures being taken of
I'm
him
down.
/ his
Of
car.
his car mostly.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Take a picture of my car. Let's do
Photo
it.
shoot, bro.
Photo shoot. Hey, bro. I know. I got a couple spots we can use.
So how do you do in track events? You do good?
I think I do all right.
You get
Like
trophies?
two years ago, I was like top 40 in the Mohawk local like MAC events. This year, after changing me and Andy did all polyurethane bushings in this thing last fall, and
Oh, that was fun.
yeah, it was a mess. But after that, I mean, this year the car's been awesome.
What events?
I'm
did
like
you-
top 20s now, top 25 now, so that's super fun.
So
Doing
the
the overall
polyurethane
sheet.
stepped you up. Huh?
Winning my class, it's fun up at Proving Grounds. It's a little harder up there. The competition is fucking stiff, but it's still fun. I'm usually top of my class and top 20 in the overall sheet, so that's what I just try to be decent,
So Proving
It's
Grounds.
fucking fun, man.
DCTC.
Yep.
I know they do some stuff at like Canterbury.
Yeah, Autocross, the Mohawk Series. That's put on by MAC Minnesota Autosports Club. They have events at DCTC. They have events at Canterbury.
Yep.
It's autocross cones. It's cheap, fun motorsport, man. It's like $35, fucking.
All day.
Yeah, you sit around all day for like 6 runs, but still it's seat time, and it's funner to use these things for what they're meant to use for than to just let them sit in the garage and bring them out to a car show, man. This thing gets pounded on, and I fucking love it.
So on that note, though, you run both a like autocross race version of your car, and then you also have a show version that you like to switch this over to,
I do.
correct?
Yep.
Yep. So
goes
different
out
wheels,
there
different tires,
stealing
different front
trophies.
bumper. Yeah, he does both. He's hardcore.
I got 2 bumpers. One of them is beat to hell, and the other one is not as beat to hell.
It's still beat to hell, just a little nicer.
louder.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I try to set the suspension up on it so that it works for the track setup with the camber and everything, but it also I'm able to fit the wheels. I'm just an average fucking Joe.
Average fucking Joe. There you go.
There he is. You see him in my car show. Say hi.
Yeah, holla.
All right, so with Joe, finished up ripping the headlights apart. This is the end. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching.
Holla.